When I was a boy in Decatur, Alabama, I was walking down the street one day and I bumped into a man and I said, "I'm sorry, sir." And he said, "You don't have to call me sir. Most people your color don't normally do that." I said, "Well, sir, it's always been my dream that red or yellow, black and white, we're all precious in God's sight, and that you and I are the same." And that man looked at me and he said, "You know, I think you make a good point there. When I go back to my congregation, I'll tell them that." It was a few years later that I saw that man walking from Selma, Alabama, all the way to Montgomery, and then later all the way to Washington, D.C. It's the longest walk I'd ever seen. Now, when he made that walk, and he gave that talk on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in 1982, Dr. Martin Luther Kennedy said, "I had a dream." Now, as I look out at this senior class here at Columbia Academy, I want to remind you about some of our building blocks of life. Today's building block that what we talk about is about you, it's young people. And I look at this group of kids from Columbia Academy here as seniors, and I think that you're probably the best senior class we've ever had. And on top of that, as a matter of fact, this year I think we have 39 graduating seniors, hopefully, and 42 of those graduating seniors are honor students. You may be wondering how we have 42 out of a class of 39. Well, the way we do that is we have the kids that are graduating from other schools that went here at one time that are honor students too. We count them as well. Of course it's us. Now, as a class, you went your whole life and played all your tennis matches on our championship tennis courts. And, you know, our award-winning band program has entertained you for years. And you sat in classes with Susie Pinkston and Shirley Flowers and all of those teachers that you've had over the years. And you had to think through who you're going to give that Colonel Sanders Award to. And once you gave it away, you remember all your days back at Columbia Academy. When you come back for your 10th reunion and you're standing in Grand Hall overlooking the football field, I want you to remember the words Paul wrote to his good friend and traveling companion in the Bible here, when he said that you're to be an example, to not let anybody despise you because of your youth, to be an example in how you act and how you talk and how you win, and how you talk and work and do things and win. Because we all know that if you want to go to heaven, you've got to be a winner. That's what it's all about. But when he quoted that in 1 Barnabas chapter 2, Dr. Thrasher lets you know that if he were here today, that he's going to be in Baltimore tonight awarding an award that he made up for Mr. Davidson, but it's still about I'm going to go catch that plane, but before I do, if you'll bow with me in prayer, I just want you to remember that building block that is you. You have... Yes. This is not Chad. Oh, in that case, we're not going to have a prayer. We will have some kind of instrumental encouragement at this point. I believe in Dr. Barry Ferris, I believe, is our next person, our esteemed science program, the best teacher in America, Dr. Barry Ferris.